Welcome back to our next day of chemistry and our first real look at climate change. That's what our first unit is about, climate change, and an exploration of that in a lot of different ways. So where you should be if you're trying to figure your way through this and navigate Canvas is start out always at our home page and then go down to our Bitmoji classroom, and that first 1.0 there says climate change and weather. That's where we're going to start. So what I've done is I've given you a choice board, and that's a fancy name for saying you get lots of choices. Rather than me say, read this article, watch this video, you actually get to pick what you're going to be doing. And so what I would like you to do, the little message on the right side says, investigate at least 4 of the clues, complete the form on the computer. And if you don't get it, email Dr. H. All right, so I've left you a lot of clues in this picture. If I remember right, I think there's 10 different clues. And that means there's 10 different activities that you could do. So do you have to do all 10? No, you don't have to do all 10. I would like you, it says, to investigate at least 4 of the clues left in this picture, okay? And I would also like you to complete 1 of the 2 labs. Now, if you want to do all 10 and 2 labs, you could do that. Okay, if you want to do just 4 or 5 of the activities, you could do that. If you want to do some of the reading and videos and not some of the others, that's okay. That's why we call it a choice board, because it is your choice. And so I will be grading the things in your e-binder, your e-notebook, that you actually go ahead and do. So if you submit 5 different things, I will be looking at the quality of those 5 things. So if you submit 4 things high quality, that's great, you get a 4. If you submit 7 things high quality, you get a 4. Okay, it's all about the quality of what you're going to be doing. So as an example, if you say, okay, I bet the polar bear is one of the clues, you would be right. And so going over here, what you would see is a little paper on climate change. And that'll be popping up here in just a moment. There we go. And so there's a little bit of writing. There's a graph. There's a summary of highlights about the article on the right side with some numbers. A graphic about different parts of the world, because sea level has changed different amounts in different parts of the world, and why sea level matters. Okay, relatively short article talking about sea ice. There we go. That's why we're talking about polar bears. And then we're looking at some predictions about future sea level rise. And there's a set of lines there, whether it's low to extreme levels and what might happen. Okay, and then a series of references. All right, so once you get done going through that article and perhaps taking a few notes, or you could just be referring back to it, then you say, okay, I did the polar bear thing. That's one of the things I had to do. What do I do with that? Come down here and look at climate change assignments. And then when you hit the polar bear, you will be taken off to the assignment page. And on the assignment page, you will see what I want you to do. So after reading the polar bear one, your assignment is to complete the Google slide form, which is down below there in blue. And on yours, it's actually going to show the Google slide. So I want you to write a prediction that is 2 to 3 sentences long about future sea level change. Provide 3 types of supporting data for your prediction. So what that actually looks like when you go over there, and it will open in Google Slides for you right on your Chromebook. And it will look like this. Now you can also fill it in right in Canvas. Okay, so it says prediction prove it. And so it says make a prediction about how much sea level will change by the year 2100 using data from the article. What will be the impacts? Justify your prediction. So you're going to write 2 to 3 sentences there that said, I think after reading the article that, and then you're going to continue that and say, I think that because. Now on the right side, you're going to go to the article and say, okay, because this reference says that, and sea level has already risen because, and so once you're all done, this is the important part, because this is the distance learning part of it. I want you to do 2 things. Thing number 1, it's like cat in the hat, thing 1 and thing 2. Thing number 1 is I want you to hit your submit button, which is in Canvas. It's blue on the right side of the assignment page. Hit submit. That will submit it to me in Canvas. So I will get a copy of this prediction prove it page all filled in by you. That's all you have to do. Thing 2 is over in slides. You're going to see a big slide that looks like this, all filled in. Take a screenshot, okay? And I want you to save what you did in slides. All right, it's already made a copy of it, so it will save it under that Unit 1 Climate Sea Level Change, and then tomorrow I'm going to tell you how to put it into your eBinder. Basically, I'm going to give you a binder that is got a few leading pages in it, and then each time you do one of these slides, you're going to add it into your eBinder, okay? And then at various times, I'm going to tell you to turn in your eBinder, and then I will be grading it. So this is how I will know how many things you've done and what your portfolio looks like. So if you do 5 things and 1 lab, then I should see 5 of these pages plus 1 lab in your eBinder, plus the other pages, the title page and table of contents and so on. Okay, so that's what I want you to be working on. And when is it due? Okay, when you go back and you look at the calendar and also on the assignment page, it will tell you that this is due on Thursday. Okay, this is due on Thursday for you to go through. So you have all day today, the rest of today, as well as Wednesday when we don't actually meet in a Zoom meeting, to go through all of these things on sea level that you want to do and complete at least 4 of the clues, which includes then 4 of the Google slide forms. That's what we're working on, and when we get back together for our next class, we'll be talking about what you actually read and what it all means.